Hey guys, and welcome back to another video on the Dream Game. Today I have two time lapses for you. One building the Honda Elite, which is a moped because I think it'd be fun to have mopeds within the game. And the second time lapse is building an OG Honda Grom from 2014. So two bikes in today's video. I'm not sure how I'll separate those either way. And I want to go over a little bit of why I'm making this game and what the bike life kind of did for me or even means to me. However, we really want to look at that. Now to start things off, growing up, I wasn't really surrounded by a bunch of motorcycles. I remember my Uncle Dan having one, and my Uncle Dan was kind of an elusive character, I guess. I didn't really see him too much in my life, but my mom talked about it pretty often. Like, hey, I want to go on another motorcycle ride or something like that. And it always just made me kind of curious. I never had the most interest in motorcycles, but I've always was just curious about them. Anyways, grew up a little bit more, went a little bit longer, and started making a little bit of money, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get a motorcycle. And my first ever motorcycle was a Honda CBR 300R, guys, topped out at 97 miles per hour, which no, you don't need to go any faster than that on a motorcycle at all, but you want to. So I got bored of that bike pretty quick. I think I had it for about 2 months, and then I was done. And then I went to a Harley Davidson. So from like, I don't know, a 300 or 400 pound bike to a 600 pound bike. And yeah, the Harley life wasn't for me either. And then I traded out the Harley Davidson for a 1000cc sport touring bike, a Yamaha FZ1. Sadly, I got into a crash on that one. Wasn't the keeper, I guess. And then I traded that out for an MT-07. And now I still have that MT-07, and I have a Goldwing and a Grom as well. There is my bike reputation, if you will. So I've been on all types of bikes, all shapes and sizes, and now let's kind of get into what the bike life did for me. So I'm sure there will be another Build My Life episode all about high school and school in general, really, but I don't want to get too far into that. All I'm going to say is we moved around a lot, so I wasn't really able to find friends, make friends, and keep them. Say I made a friend, we would move. So it didn't really work out, and I didn't have a way to kind of meet new people in my actual life. Of course, online, that's real easy. Hey, man, you want to go play some Call of Duty? You know, it works, okay? Online's real easy. But in real life, I had no idea what to do to meet other people my age and with my same interests. And that's where motorcycles came into play. After I got addicted to the bike life, I started joining all these Facebook groups around my area. And boom, just like that, you have friends. You can go to the lot, practice with other people that are like-minded. You can go on group rides, which is also how I had my first crash. Maybe that'll be a Build My Life video as well, my crash. Because that was definitely, I'm still affected to this day by that crash. Anyways, the bike life genuinely opened up the doors for me to be able to go out and meet people around my age and with my same interests. And it just is so, like, I don't even know how to explain it. There's nothing I would rather do than go outside and ride a motorcycle. That's all I gotta say. Now we're gonna jump into this time lapse for a little bit. I am gonna kind of come back and forth with talking and not talking because I don't want it just to be a boring time lapse. But I also, last time I talked the whole time, someone said, bro, do you ever stop talking? So I can't please everybody, but I'm gonna try. Guys, enjoy the time lapse for a little bit. I do want to answer a couple questions I've had in the comments about this game, and I've been trying to stay pretty secretive or lucrative about what the full game idea is, because I don't want someone to kind of swoop in and take it out from under me and make like a worse version of it, if that makes sense, or even a better version, honestly. Like I want this to be like my game and like my reputation builder, what I'm known for, and everything like that. I have so many plans with this game. I wanted to answer one question more so than the rest, and I keep getting this same question. Hey, is this going to be GTA? Or can you add guns? Can you add all this kind of stuff? Can you add rollerblades, like skateboards, scooters, all this stuff? And I wanted to kind of show you guys the limits. So will there be guns? No. Unless it's something that stands in between from this game really popping off. But for the most part, I want this to be bike life, whether that's BMX bikes or motorcycles. I don't want it to have anything that can be related towards gang violence. The whole map that we're building right now is set in Chicago, which is very riddled with a lot of gang violence, and I'm hoping that we can kind of enlighten the youth over in Chicago about different things you can do as hobbies or even growing up. There's a whole thing called Bikes Up, Guns Down, which is basically just trying to spread awareness about bike life and how it's something else you can do as a pastime, and you don't really have to get into all of that gang-related stuff. I don't really know what to call it. Trying not to sound super Caucasian over here. Anyways, I definitely want it to be a game where the younger kids can go in and play, like, say, before they can buy a motorcycle. Maybe they're saving up for one right now. Maybe they're just too young to buy one, or too young to get a license. Maybe they're just really interested, but they need something to kind of hold them over until they can really get out there and hop on a bike. And guys, this is exactly what I want this game to be. Of course, I'm going to have a lot of fun on the game because this is combining my two passions. I love motorcycles and I love Roblox game dev, so it's literally the perfect storm for me. But I want to show everybody that what bike life is, really. There's not a single game on Roblox that really demonstrates bike life, and I'm so excited. Also, how many times have I said bike life in this video? I'm sorry. Let's get back to the time lapse for a minute. guys, you're probably watching the OG Honda Grom part of a time-lapse right now, or you might have been watching both the whole time. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. Anyways, this is the coolest thing I've ever modeled. Might not be the best thing I've modeled. The topology in quite a few places is scuffed to say the least, but I'm very proud of it that I was able to make this and it does look like a Honda Grom. I'm not a vehicle modeler at all. In fact, I specialize in very low poly, cartoon-esque stuff. So the fact that my dream Roblox game is something I never build like is pretty tough to say the least. But I don't think a bike life game would be that cool if it was just super cartoony and everything like that, because bike life's great, but it's not always the sunny side of the rainbow. That's not how it's saying. There's a lot of sad, tragic stuff that can happen when you're riding a motorcycle. Of course, you have to be safe when you're out there doing it. But I don't even know where I was going with this. Anyways, guys, the Honda Grom has been the most complex model I would say I've done. Of course, I need to look into optimizing it some more after this video and after this time lapse. I do have all the files saved for every bike that we're making within this game, so I can make them better, more optimized, smoother, look better, feel better, whatever. Just better. Anyways, I do think that is going to wrap the video up for today. If you did enjoy and you want to see more content like this, please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Have a great day. Later.